Has released 7 billion shillings for the National Government Constituency Development Fund, NGCDF, a day after MPs threatened to boycott House sittings. And as Paul Kirobi now reports, Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi says another 7 billion shillings will be released by the end of April.
Order. Order.
Appearing before the National Assembly on Wednesday afternoon, the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury John Mbadi was hard-pressed by MPs to release 21 billion shillings for the National Constituency Development Fund's NGCDF monies that were to be sent from January.
I want to persuade members to allow me, not for next week, because next week I know the kind of commitments we have, but the following week, latest by 29th, that we make another disbursement of 7 billion. And I want to tie that to respond to Honorable Kainan on the question that you raised, whether the mandarins would mislead me. The advantage you have is that the CS at the National Treasury is an accountant and is an auditor. And therefore, I cannot be misled. It's not possible.
On Tuesday, the House business in the National Assembly was nearly disrupted as the legislature suspended other proceedings to demand the immediate release of the Constituency Development Fund and National Government Constituencies Development Fund (NGCDF) funds. The legislators had threatened to boycott the afternoon session in protest over the delayed release of the funds.
A lot of college and university students, most of them missed exams because we did not facilitate their bursaries. They will be forced to defer a whole year. A whole year. So how are you going to restitute that? That these students have been deferred and they continue now to live the way they live.
Otherwise, this is just going to be in circles. This is another promise, and we are not going to achieve anything. It is the members of parliament who are being hogwashed out there in the constituencies. Honorable Speaker, let the CS give us a clear roadmap.
CS John Mbadi has promised that the release of at least 68 billion shillings will be done by the end of this year. The CS has attributed the delay of funds for the last 3 months that the government has been committed in paying external loans as well as releasing the capitation fee for education. For the financial year 2023-2024, out of the 57 billion shillings, only 44 billion shillings was disbursed. CS Mbadi committed that he will be releasing at least 7 billion shillings every month to complete the 68 billion shillings by the end of the year 2025. Paul Kirobi, TV 47.